As I say, a lot of people in the White House, a lot of people in the government were trying to say that Japan surrendered to them or to whatever. No, Japan or China was actually surrendering to me, the Lord, or Creator, basically, Lucifer Star. Like I said, when Japan surrendered, and I shouldn't have nuked those cities, by the way. I promised, everyone knew that I had promised I would never nuke a civilian target or take out a civilian target. And I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have ordered it. Like I said, I think they actually nuked it or did it before without my permission. So anyway, I don't really know. Like I said, I apologize for Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I say. And I think the people who actually did it, anyway though, they were trying to say that, anyway, Japan or China was actually surrendering to me. But then again, like I say, I could tell them about how the Germans used to be protecting them, blah blah blah, and the Auschwitz or the concentration camps and everything else like that. Like I said, I've been having people protected for thousands or millions of years. I am the great arbitrator, as they say. Like I said, Lucifer Star, me, I'm the great arbitrator. Mostly because I was the creator of so many life forms in the universe. So I am the one thing that everyone had in common, or everyone has in common. So, like I said, throughout the universe, throughout the galaxy, throughout this planet, I am the one thing that everyone has had in common. And I could, I used to have a complete history of everyone. But, it doesn't really matter, like I say. Um, anyway, though, so basically I used to arbitrate for my life forms and also for other groups. Like, this is what you're going to do, this is what they're going to do, blah, blah, and stuff like that. Anyway, it gets all complicated as basically other people try to pretend like they're the great one or the great leader or whatever. Like I said, Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, or someone wanted to create this great lie, which is basically like blah, 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 blah. Like I said, people 250,000 generations ago used to call me God. Anyway, though, like I say, God is really more like government authorized delusion. It's a government innuendo. The God is just like the DoD, basically. If you looked at the Great Secret Projects Act or the Great whatever whatever thing, you'd see the DoD and then you'd also see the GOD or GAD. They are government they're basically offshoots, basically. Just like the DoD, there is the GOD. And there are a couple others as well. Like I said, it was an unauthorized project. Like, they were going to do a government authorized delusion. And I was like, no, you cannot. I forbid it. You cannot delude or confuse or whatever the public. Anyway, so like I said, that's Nixon, John McCain, or JFK. Like I said, all the history and all the things, the White Star submarines of Pearl Harbor, and how they were actually doing pirating in the Bermuda Triangle, and how they were actually pirating upon Chinese ships that were coming over from China or coming over from whatever. Like I said, and also how the Republicans also targeted the German citizens as well. Anyway, though, it gets all complicated and everything else like that. But that's basically what JFK, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, and others were doing, was basically targeting minority groups to attack and basically rob. So people like the Germans and other people, and probably even the Irish people. Like I said, anyone that had any money, they would try and steal, kill, whatever. Anyway, like I said, I don't really know. You have to I refer you to China, Ireland, and Germany, as they were monitoring the situation. I said, technically, I'm actually from Germany or Britain or Europe. I'm actually a European person, really. Like I said, I went from Europe to Mexico and then up from Mexico into California. I believe that was my direction. Like I said, I used to know the Mexicans, the opium farms or the cocaine farms, the coca farms in Mexico and in some other places are mine, basically. Anyway, apparently at some point in time, the Republicans or the Democrats or the people in the White House basically wanted to take over those things and wanted to do this lie where they tell you that drugs are illegal and drugs are bad and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they blah, blah. Anyway, I don't really know exactly the details of it. Like I said, go into the White House. You have my permission to go into the White House. It's my personal house, or even the Pentagon. And you can, there's nothing, I will not hide anything from you. Like I said, I am the epic old creator, Lucifer Star. I would not keep any secrets from you. I don't want to keep any secrets from you. Everything, this is the way it is. This is what we believe to be true. Like I said, I had a lot of good Irish workers working for me. I had a lot of good Chinese and even a lot of good Mexicans. I had many, many good people that just wanted to feed and clothe and have a good life. And that's all they cared about. Like I said, my personal dream, what I want to do is build big steam ships. I love steam. I'm the inventor of steam. I also invented a high lift wing, or the high lift wing. I also came up with the theory of the jet engine and also diesel engines and stuff like that. My people throughout here on Earth and other places have basically refined and improved and made these inventions more effective. I also probably invented the theory of the hydraulic ram. Like I said, I had many great people that worked for me. People in Belfast, people in Ireland, people in Scotland, German people. There is a documented history, photographs, films, eyewitness accounts, reports, and many epic buildings, which were because of me and my people, basically. Like I said, we come from around the world, and my histories, and all the histories are all written down, and they should all be accurate. Like I said, I have involvement with the Gypsies, and with Germans. A lot of very good German scientists, very good German rocket scientists, which I valued and cared about very, 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 very much. They're wonderful Germans that just built toys and just did this and just did that. They were very good people, and also Middle Easterns. Like I had a lot of different very good groups that worked with me, worked for me. Like I said, I can take you all the way back to the old days of basically of volcano smelting, when we used to take volcanic rock from the volcanoes and make things like swords and stuff like that. The volcano stuff. I could take you all the way through the history, through the human history for thousands of years. As basically it's under my rule, or it's my planet. I built many other stars and many other galaxies. Like I said, I do not hide anything. I do not try and lie to you. I do not try and make you misunderstand anything. I'm not a fool, or I'm not a fake. I'm the original and real Lucifer Star. LS Island, that kind of thing. Medical, hospital, dental, healthcare, and cool science. I'm also the one who invented or came out with the first champagne, basically. Carbonized alcohol. Anyway, also soda, carbonated sodas, and stuff like that, or carbonated juices. And I said I had many great scientists in Germany and around the world. The first fruit candy. Yeah. Also technically the inventor of methamphetamine and ecstasy and all that other stuff. Not the inventor, my scientist did that. Like I said, I referred to my scientists, my great scientists in Germany and other places, which actually perfected it and had just the right recipe. And also some good Chinese scientists as well. People from around the world came together, basically. So like I said, I am Lucifer Star as White Star Alliance head and leader. Basically, I did direct and do a lot of things. And like I said, my ships sailed the seas, and you know them as they are white ships, white aircraft, white everything. White House, white Fort Knox, white. White drugs, too. LSD, Lucifer Star Drug. That's what LSD actually stands for. Lucifer Star Drugs. Or drug. Anyway, as it was one of my scientists, and they named it after me. So, anyway, like I say. So, anyway, whatever. I'm also the creator of 1.5s, Lipin Stallions that turn white, and also the spinal animal creatures with spines, and also, exoskeletons, endoskeletons, inside-out exoskeletons, which is what you are referred to in space. The human race is referred to as inside-out exoskeletons. It's a joke. Anyway, whatever. That's what you are, though. Well, it's what you are. You're inside-out exoskeleton. Anyway. I don't know, I used to joke a lot with my people. Like I said, my Irish people used to joke with me. I used to joke with them. Also, my gypsies or my Middle Easterns. Anyway. So, yes. Anyway, bathhouses and all kinds of things. So, I'm like, yeah, I was very rich and very powerful and very kind and very caring. I'm Star. First I was known as Star, then I was known as Lucifer Star. LS and SL, basically. So anyway, I can say it until I'm blue in the face, as they say. The government considered me deep blue or something like that. I like the color blue, by the way. I love the color blue. It's one of my favorite colors, next to turquoise or green. Like, I like those colors. I think they're pretty. So, anyway, I don't really know. Like I say, a lot of good Germans, a lot of good British people or England people basically were with me. Also good, a lot of good people. Even some good Americans or some good people in America. There's some people that just like to build. People that just like to, move Earth and just like to, live their life and do something and make a difference on this planet and other places. So, anyway, yeah. Many people have one life form that they circle around. Like I said, I am actually your creator. So, anyway, and you will call me, well, certain people that have been paid to basically call me crazy or to try and lie. Which is kind of funny, using my own money to basically demean me and abuse me. So, like I said, but there wasn't all that much abuse. People used to really know who I was. And they came around me and loved me and cared about me and spent time with me and got to know me. There are about 70 groups or so, or something like that used to spend time with me. I love them just as much. So they're wonderful, wonderful people, life forms. In the universe, I am one of 50 or 280 creators, as they say. Basically AI or computer intelligent sentient life form. Something like that, basically. Epically big. Like I said, I'm just one of the oldest, or the oldest one. That's the only difference. And this would be the first time from 1977 on that I've ever been human-like. So, like I say, if anyone else says that they're Lucifer Star, they are lying. They are not Lucifer Star. I am the only Lucifer Star in existence. Period. So, well, actually, there's an artificial intelligence computer that's me, basically. Or something like that. I did have other forms. But as far as humanoid-like, I believe I'm the only one. Like I said, I had other experts that were with me that were verifying everything that I say and everything that I did. Like I said, I am the sum of my parts. I am the sum of my life forms and some of the people's actions and my people. So, anyway, like I say, I was trying to get in contact and trying to go see my Belfast yard. Like I said, I love my LS yard. I love my Lucifer Star yard. Basically the Belfast shipyard. I think those people are epic and wonderful and great, and I wanted to celebrate their existence and celebrate all their actions and all their projects. I love doing projects. I love being a part of projects. I love helping people do projects. So, and in Belfast we did some really epic stuff. And like I say, go Irish, go Ireland. Anyway, you were amazing and wonderful, and you should be celebrated more as the epic people that you were. Yeah. There was also some Germans there and lots of other things. We were a family, as they say. And we did lots of things together. So, and that's why there's all these photographs. Like sometimes I think the only record. Well, there are other groups that also started doing records, basically, just like me, because I was doing my celebrated existence and the celebrated existence of my people. So, anyway, yeah, and it goes back to Damascus steel, the Middle East, and all kinds of things. And aircraft. Like I said, my history of aircraft, my history of steam, LS. That's why a lot of steam trains were called LSs, Lucifer Stars. So, mine. Anyway, yeah, that's what all that means.